Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing awesome. I'm super excited because today we're doing another Test It Out Tuesday. If you're new here to my channel, Test It Out Tuesday is pretty much where I'll be testing out a brand new product. I'm going to do a demonstration and do kind of like a wear test, especially if it's a foundation. So we're going to be testing out the brand new NYX Cosmetics Can't Stop, Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. So I did purchase this directly from the Ulta website. My shade is in Light Porcelain. This is the second to the lightest shade that is available. So I'm just going to read off what it says on Ulta's website. It says lightweight, waterproof, and pigmented AF. Whoa, hello. It says this comfy liquid formula comes in 45 flattering tones that don't transfer. It says every creamy shade glides on smooth, delivering matte coverage and color that stays true for up to 24 hours. This little overachiever also works to control shine and mattify your complexion all day long. But it doesn't stop there. This foundation is non-comedogenic and suitable for normal, oily, combination, and sensitive skin types. I really like that there's a large shade range, so I'm sure that someone can find something or at least mix two shades together. This retails for $14.99, which is pretty up there in price, but I really like the packaging. You do get 1 fluid ounce, which I'm so happy with because sometimes I've noticed a lot of foundations now, you don't get a full fluid ounce, which is unfortunate. I'm going to show you an up close of the packaging. It comes in a really nice tall glass bottle. It's very sleek, really nice. Has a nice little cap here, and it does have a pump. Alright, so I turned my lights down just a little bit so you can see the color variation. So right here we have swatched the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation in the second to lightest shade. And then next to it we have the NYX Total Control Drop Foundations in Porcelain. Here we have Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in Porcelain, and then this is Too Faced Born This Way in Snow, which is way too dark for me. It's really interesting seeing these colors swatched next to each other. So yeah, there's just a little swatcheroo. I am going to be using a primer today. This has been my absolute favorite. I use this almost every single time now when I wear foundation, and I love it. It's the Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. So I'm just going to do a couple pumps of this. I've got the biggest freaking pimple right here. I popped it this morning, so we'll see if this foundation is going to cover that up. For the purpose of this video, I am going to use a sponge on this side of my face and a foundation brush, which this is the Ultimate Blending Brush from e.l.f. Cosmetics. I'm going to use it on this side of my face. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to do 2 pumps. So that's what the texture looks like. It doesn't have a strong perfume scent. There's no fragrance. Alright, so that gave me a really decent amount of coverage, but not like too much. I'm already noticing that I don't like applying this with a brush because normally a matte foundation for me and my skin type, I really don't like using a brush. I think a sponge does a better job, but here is what we're looking like. It's definitely looking pretty patchy. That's what we have so far. Let's go ahead and try it with the sponge on this side. Alright, so I did 1 even layer on this side and this side, so I definitely think this applies way better with a sponge. It just presses it into the skin a little bit easier and doesn't look as like blotchy. So I'm going to go in now with just the sponge because I cannot stand using the brush. The brush just looks really bad. So I'm going to go back to the foundation and I'm going to do 2 more pumps. Okay, I don't know if you can see this or not, but as I'm adding another layer, I'm noticing it's lifting what was put down with the brush, foundation brush. It is looking so patchy in here, and I don't know if it's maybe the primer I used underneath the foundation. Alright, so I did both sides and built up the coverage with the second layer. It's doing the same thing. I don't know if you guys can see this like red blotchiness right here. It's like lifting. It's lifting. It's lifting up. So I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to take this off because it just looks so bad. And I'm just going to apply a moisturizer, and I'm not going to do a primer, and maybe that'll hopefully look better. I'm going to give it another try. I'll be right back. Alright, round 2. Just using a sponge. No primer on the face. Let's do this. Alright, so I did 2 even layers the same as before with just the sponge, and I have to say I'm glad that I took it off and reapplied because it definitely looks a lot better. It definitely looks a lot better, more even. It's not nowhere near as blotchy as it was, so I would definitely not recommend wearing this along with the Too Faced primer. So a few things I wanted to mention that I've noticed with applying this twice now. Definitely you need to work quickly. I noticed that this starts to dry down and set and lock into place very, very fast, so I don't like that. I like to be able to take my time and blend and build up the coverage in certain areas if I need to. Once you go over an area, once it's already dried down and like locked into place, it starts lifting that layer of foundation up, and you see like blotchiness, you can see your skin peeking through. Also, when I went to go remove it with my NYX micellar water, this was really hard to take off. I've never had a foundation that stood a chance to my NYX micellar waters. The foundation goes on really, really creamy, and I'm noticing that it's setting down to almost a powder finish. It doesn't feel wet on my skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish like my concealer and my base makeup and whatnot, and just see how like my bronzer and everything blends over top of this. I am a little bit nervous to apply my concealer. Oh, I'm a little nervous, so we'll see how that goes, and I'll check in with you guys in just a moment. Alright, so I went in with my concealer just a little bit underneath my eyes, a little on my nose, and then I took a little bit to kind of spot conceal. And what happened, definitely I was expecting. As I was trying to blend the concealer on top of this foundation, it just looked, let me just show you. There is like a line where you can see the foundation starts and the concealer like ends. I tried to like blend it down as much as possible, but it just wasn't working. So I feel like I didn't even put concealer on. And then when you want to try to cover up a blemish, yep, it won't let you do that. So I am not liking I'm not liking this foundation, you guys. First impressions, not so great. I would say this is not for very dry skin. This is not for mature skin or anyone that has fine lines on your, if you have like fine lines or whatever, wrinkles. No, honey. No, no, no. So it is 4:08 p.m. I know it's very late. So I will check in with you guys later. I'm gonna do some more filming, and I will see you guys a bit later with the first check-in. Bye. Hey guys, I'm back with my first check-in. So I've been wearing the foundation for about 2 hours now. It is, well, no wait, 5, 6, 7, oh, 3 hours. I get lost in my own little world here when I'm filming and stuff. So I did film, this look will be coming, so hang tight, it'll be coming very soon. So get ready for that. But it is currently 7 p.m. So my thoughts on the foundation so far and how it's wearing. I like how my blush and everything and highlighter, they blended fine in this area. Another thing, oh my gosh, it's driving me insane, and I keep having to take my sponge and fix it, but I'm gonna show you first before I fix it. Look how bad it is settling into any sort of crevice, any sort of line you have. But the fact that I can't even go in and touch up anything, even with powder, with concealer, nothing. And I mean, at some point throughout the day, especially if you want your foundation to last all day long, you're going to do little touch-ups here and there. It's just the inevitable. You know, makeup does slowly break down over time. And I'm not happy, you guys. I'm kind of wondering if a setting spray would help. And I know I said I wouldn't apply one, but I'm going to. This might not be good, might not be a good idea, but I think I might try to. I'm gonna add a little bit of the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Primer Spray. Alright, so that was my first check-in. I don't think the setting spray, it helped a little bit, but this foundation just doesn't like me. So I will see you guys at the end of the day. I'll try to wear this as long as I can and then give you guys my final thoughts. So I will see you guys a bit later. Hey guys, I am back for the final check-in. It is after 10 p.m. so I have been wearing this foundation for 6 hours and I am ready to just take it off. I really don't like how this feels. I do wear glasses, so if you're wondering what these two marks here are, that's what it's from, and it did transfer. I mean, this foundation is definitely not transfer proof, and I really don't think it's long wearing either. It settles into fine lines, and every time you go to touch it or do anything, it lifts off the color and you can see your skin showing through. So if you have any redness or blemishes, I feel like this is just not really doing a great job. I don't know, I'm actually really shocked because I thought I would end up loving this. And don't get me wrong, I have tried, I actually have a couple of matte foundations that I love and I can make them work for me. So I was really surprised how this wore, how it feels. My skin feels dry. Alright guys, so that was my Test It Out Tuesday on the new NYX foundation. I don't regret purchasing this product. It was still nice to try it out. I've been really enjoying a lot of NYX products, and like I mentioned, I love the Total Control Drop Foundation. If you have not tried this out and maybe you have more my skin type, kind of normal to dry, I would say go for this one. And this also comes in a great shade range. I absolutely love this foundation. It's amazing. That is everything. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Did you guys get this foundation? Do you like it? Do you not like it? I'm kind of curious if some of you with oily skin, if you could share your experience with everyone else in the comment section. That would be so awesome, because I really wanted this to work because the color is really nice, and I do like matte. The look of matte foundations I think is really pretty on the skin, but I'm really sad it didn't work for me. If you are new here to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's completely free, and I post new videos on every Tuesday, Friday, and sometimes on Sunday. I hope you guys have a really awesome day, and I will catch you all in the next video. Remember, smarter beauty is better beauty. Bye guys.